Good morning. If I could invite you all to please be seated as we begin this ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Prince George's County Police Department's 8th District Station. I am Hank Stawinski, and I have the privilege of being the 17th chief of this institution. And with me, I have Major Riddick, representing our county executive, Angela D. Alsobrooks. I have your district commander at the 8th District, Kurt McLean. I have our Fraternal Order of Police President, Zeke Telechia, and our professional staff president, Mr. Gary Taylor. To my right, I have Mr. Mark A. McGaugh, my immediate predecessor in this role and Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Public Safety. Mr. Rodney Streeter, Vice Chair of our County Council. Tiffany Green, our Fire Chief. I'll go ahead and claim that. Our Sheriff and predecessor in my role as well, Melvin C. High. And my dear friend Gigi Whittington, Director of our Homeland Security component. Please be seated. Today is unprecedented in our history. Today serves as a clear line of demarcation between a past shaped largely by tidal forces and a future now subject to our will. Today is cause for authentic optimism, the optimism of a people who have sketched out a future of their own design and then called that future into existence. I have always been proud of the women and men, the sworn and professional staff of the Prince George's County Police Department. And I don't want you to conclude that these facilities are extraordinary. The fact of the matter is that today we take another step towards having the facilities for this institution be and represent the people and as well as they are. It's quite that simple. This is another step. But I have to thank our prior county executive, Rashern L. Baker III, for his diligent work. And I have to thank my county executive, Angela D. Alsobrooks, for taking that and taking it a step further, a step quicker. Because the reality is that we're not moving into this facility today if it wasn't for her engagement and her commitment, and my thanks go to her. But there's other folks that I need to briefly thank. The reality is that a decade ago, I toured all of these facilities at the behest of Chief McGaugh with P. Michael Errico. Mr. Errico listened to me talk about math, and he listened to me talk about dollars, and he listened to me talk about what the future could be. And in every way, Mr. Errico is the one who started us down this road. He advocated, he saw the sense of it, and he saw the value to the women and men of this institution in terms of a brighter future, and again, an opportunity to make the facilities as good as the people. And I have to thank you, Mr. Errico. I have to thank my predecessor in this role, Mark McGaugh, for taking an advocacy stance on the future of this institution, for the deliberate manner in which he led. You look at the new paint scheme on our command bus. You look at the fact that we now have 4 helicopters. You look at the fact that we have BMW motorcycles and vehicles that serve our aviation and canine command, and they don't look like they used to on purpose. First to serve was Mark McGaugh's idea. First to serve is who we are, and these vehicles and this infrastructure begins with him. But I also have to talk about my mentor, Melvin C. High. Our now sheriff, then Chief High, also had a better and a bigger vision for this department than it had before. And it was his work in making the policies of this agency, in making the infrastructure of this agency, in improving the DNA of this agency so that the community could see the quality that it held. The community could appreciate the quality of the people, and the community could come to know us in a better and more insightful way. And that work began with Melvin C. High, and I have to thank Melvin C. High for that. Gigi and I were part of this work together. Gigi continues to do this work alongside me, and Gigi continues to exemplify the very finest that public safety in Prince George's County has to offer. And she's got a piece of this too, trust me. There was plenty of times we talked about it. Finally, I want to thank Deputy Chief Chris Murtha, Deputy Chief Jacqueline Raftery, Chief of Staff Anthony Shartner, and Major Kirk McLean. Make no mistake, there's a lot of people who had a lot to do with all of this happening. But there were certain people who were living over here. There were certain people who were constantly engaged and talking about how that window just doesn't look quite right, how that won't best exemplify this institution to the community, and how we just haven't made ourselves look what I will refer to as appropriate to the Judge Adams standard. Because let's be frank, Judge Adams has led and served as the benchmark in our community for making our facilities represent Prince George's County as Prince George's County, second to none, and thank you. It couldn't be done without the support of our FOP. I am #1 supporter of our union and our president, Zeke Tleccia, or our professional staff, and that's again where I thank Gary. So at this point, I know you want to see the inside of the facility, but I do want a couple of people to make remarks. So I'm going to begin by introducing Major Riddick on behalf of our county executive, our chief administrative officer, and my friend, Major Riddick.
Thank you, Chief, and thank all the distinguished officers and staff of this great department, as well as those who are here as part of Homeland Security, the fire department, and the sheriff, all great actors in the story of making this county better and making it Prince George's proud. If the county executive was here, she would tell you how proud she is about not only this chief, this department, you, but also in the progress we've made coming together to serve this community and to keep it safer. So much progress has been made in the last 8-9 years, and a lot, as the chief said, it's really on the shoulders of some of those who started the process. I will say one side joke that only a couple of people will get here, and I'm focusing on Mr. Michael Errico, because I said I was using your format, Michael, but I got a right turn there towards the end of a conversation recently. You may understand that. And I just wanted to say that I'm glad to be here, glad to have come out a few months ago to see the progress, be glad to come back out in March when headquarters is opened up. But we can't do that without the support of the community. We can't do that without support of both the judiciary and the entire public safety community. They have needs in order to be able to deal with keeping the community safe. And what I want to say is that, having been in my second round as CAO for the county, that we have a truly strong and committed team. They build their individual capacity as they build their department's capacity in order to be able to serve the citizens of Prince George's County well. So thank you for coming out today. Thank you, Judge Adams. We spent some time building facilities back in my first round and right before she went to the bench. So thanks for everybody for coming out, and thank you for all that you do for Prince George's County to make it Prince George's proud. Thank you very much.
Next, and representing our county council, a gentleman I have had the privilege to know for a number of years. I'm very proud to find him as the vice chair of our county council, Mr. Rodney Streeter.
Isn't this a great day? Yeah. I want to say good morning to everyone. It is my pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate the official grand opening of this wonderful new District 8 police station in Prince George's County. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Prince George's County Council and the District 6 Council member, Derek Davis, who wanted to be here but was unable to attend. I am also pleased to join with County Executive Alsop Brooks, Police Chief Stawinski, our public safety officials, and all of you here today who have been strong advocates for bringing this project to completion. Ribbon cuttings and grand opening ceremonies provide an important opportunity for reflection on all it took to bring us to this point. The Westphalia Sector Plan, adopted by the District Council in 2007, envisioned several public facilities, including new police and fire facilities. The opening of the District 8 police station was an integral part of the implementation plan for not only Westphalia, but for surrounding community. Public safety is a priority for the County Council. I believe the fiscal year 2020 budget adopted in May demonstrates our commitment to keeping residents and businesses safe. A growing, thriving community needs an effective, accountable, and police presence, and I know that what the District 8 Police Station will provide in this area. We are extremely excited to welcome this new facility to Prince George's County and greatly appreciate the great work of our public safety officials and this community in the months and years to come. Thank you.
As we conclude this portion and prepare for the ribbon cutting, and if you all want to start that process now, I do want to take a point of personal privilege. You should never have made me the MC. No, I won't sing. Some folks in the back are nervous. But I want to thank some of the folks here. I want to thank Ray Butler. I want to thank Pastor Robinson. I want to thank Elsie Jacobs, who has stood by me at every step along the way. I want to thank the DuPont Village Association, who got a deal on those shirts years ago. I think you must have 500 of them. I want to thank the leadership of this institution that you see standing around you. They work tirelessly on your behalf, and the reality is that over the last decade, that metric has changed. And there was a time, and I'll be frank with you, when command officers were sort of a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 group. And you will find these women and men out on the street every night, in the middle of the night, in the snowstorms and on the hottest day of the year, side by side with the people that they lead. And I appreciate that. And I believe that that has a lot to do with why crime in this county, as of today, has never been lower. Never been lower. Our future has never been brighter. And it's attributable to all of you who are here to be part of this important day, right? Because you took time away from other things to join us. My Chiefs Advisory Council is here. I see so many of you here, and I appreciate you in so many ways. But there's a group of people here that I want to particularly mention because there's two things that we need to do. I talked about that line of demarcation between a past and a future. So if you would all join me for a somber moment. Marquette Turner, a corporal with our police department, passed away tragically over the weekend. His mother, Vernetta, and his family are here with us. Would you all join me in a moment of silence as we raise them up to the Lord? That is most appreciated by me. I know it's most appreciated by them. And those of you who know me best know that this institution has been my life's work. It matters to me in a very real way. I'll never forget those who have served and those we've lost along the way. I never fail to wish Godspeed to all of you who are serving today. And I made a deliberate choice. We started a cadet program a couple years ago. We decided to go in a different direction. We decided to invest in youth in Prince George's County because the idea is that the young men and women who grow up here are the best people to police and to protect their homes. And so I've decided to have those cadets be the ones to cut the ribbon to this new facility. Ladies and gentlemen, every way that matters, these young men and women are the future of this institution. They will lead this district. They will lead the squads in this district. They will be the chief of police 20 or 30 years from now. And I think it's entirely appropriate that our future cuts this ribbon and sets us along this path another step closer to a brighter future for us all. Now I'm going to take the mobile podium. Now, you all know I'm the 21st century police chief, and I believe in mobile technology. That might not have been the smoothest transition you've ever seen, but the facility, you're not going to remember it. I wanted that ribbon cut before Kirk McLean spoke, because now it's open. Now it's in his hands. What matters about this place, what matters about this place isn't what you're going to see today, it's the potential it holds. And to speak to that potential and to properly introduce you into his district station, now officially opened, here is Major Kirk McLean.
I know I don't look excited, but I am. It's a great day in Prince George's County for so many reasons. And the opening of this new District 8 police station is one of them. Folks, we have awesome workspaces. So my favorite office is the Cops and SAT office, okay? So the Cops and SAT office, they have a shared whiteboard that they can use. Those officers can utilize that space to write down issues that affect the community, quality of life issues on those smart boards. And they can brainstorm and come up with ideas together in that shared space. So that way when they have those solutions, they can, it collaborates and they'll get the job done. We also, I can't forget about the community which we serve. The District 8 Police Station serves Suitland, Capitol Heights, District Heights, Fordsville, and a section of Westphalia within Upper Marlboro. And I'm so excited to say that we're going to be working together. Those citizens no longer have to travel to, 20 or 30 minutes or more to get to their closest police station. Those citizens can now travel to their District 8 police station within a matter of a few minutes, and that's a good thing. So in case you haven't noticed, this is a victory for Prince George's County, and we should all be thankful to be able to say that we're Prince George's proud. Thank you.
I'll conclude by thanking Delegate Nick Charles and School Board Member Belinda Queen for joining us also. We need to get our selfie. And with that, I will conclude by simply saying, welcome, we're open. Major, take them to your station.
So let's see.
What you talking about?
Oh, I have not. So I'm gonna go.